Welcome to LaxCon, first video of the day. Nick with Stringer Society, here with one of our absolute favorites at LaxCon, the legend in the hair game, Matt Gibson. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration that you got for the Phantom Pocket.
Oh yeah, sure. I learned to string really early. I love to string, and it made such a big difference in my career and my ability to play, for a long time and have fun. And not a lot of kids like to string. We want everyone to learn how to string, but if you don't know how to string, you probably have a pocket that doesn't work. And a bad pocket teaches you bad form. So I wanted to make this so everyone had a chance to learn good form and advance as far as their own motivation took them.
So I guess this is my custom box helmet.
Okay.
I got a custom chin strap to match.
Yeah.
Kind of matches that same colorway with the same design.
Yeah.
They got the lime green logo, matching lime green cage. So
yeah. He's looking good. Always trying to look the best that possibly can out there. What is your halftime snack that you're going to eat to get you back in that second half?
My halftime snack would have to be licorice. Twizzlers licorice.
Okay, definitely the red.
Yeah, the red for sure.
Yeah.
No one likes black.
That's a quality answer right there. When you guys are getting hungry in the office, you guys going out to eat, or are you guys making someone go get it and deliver in?
Well, honestly, we have one of our employees' mothers caters our food every day. Well, Monday through Thursday. So we get a nice homemade meals Monday through Thursday.
Again, Stringer Society, day 2 at LaxCon inside of the STX RV, this time with Liz Hogan, and it's awesome to talk to you. And first off, I'd just like to say, as a stringer, when did you start stringing?
So I actually started stringing back when I was in high school. As a goalie, I don't really like other people touching my stick, but then also I have a twin sister who's a field player, and I thought it was really important for her to have a good pocket. Just as a women's field player, you need to get every advantage that you can. So being able to string your own stick, customize it, is pretty huge. So,
what do you think is your favorite part about Rocket Mesh?
My favorite part about Rocket Mesh is that we give back to the kids. We really are into helping out the youth, and the youth programs grow, the high school programs grow. Just talking to a gentleman from PG County, Maryland here, where they're just now getting lacrosse started, which is, baffling to us that lacrosse is not even started in some of the counties in Maryland. We want to talk to those type of partners and help them grow. Favorite part about the actual product, though, is just how innovative it is, and the price point is just killer right now.
When you're putting your own personal touch into a stick, would you say that it's the love of the game that really makes the stick the best?
Well, it's the love of the game and the love of the stick at the same time. It's both. You can't separate the stick from the game. And so I've always loved the game, but I've always loved the stick. When I was like 4 or 5 years old, my father's lacrosse stick was in the corner near the closet. He just put it over there, and my eyes were drawn to his stick. It was the stick that drew me before I ever even saw a game.
How have you seen the advancements in women's lacrosse actually boosting the entire industry?
I think it's about excitement, if anything. Once you get conversation, that conversation gives the ability for things to spread. And we're all now unified. The lacrosse industry is starting to become more, instead of everybody trying to keep their marbles on the table, we're seeing as an industry now, we're all realizing, let's work together. Most of us are buddies or friends, and less of that competition. A lot of people are more apt to trade ideas and kind of what their vision is, as opposed to keeping it hush-hush. So get more of that, saturation, and trying to get back to where we were 5 years ago, to where we're getting it in the kids' hands for the first time and they're not putting the stick down.
So we're here with X Factor Lacrosse. We're here with Joe. Now, Joe, you're straight killing it out here with the X Factor. Yeah. You're learning how to actually do face-off reps by yourself, which is a before now unheard of phenomenon, correct?
That's true, and believe it or not, that thing will beat you.
Yeah.
If you have poor reps, it will beat you. I've seen it all day.
And I have seen people on actual lacrosse fields get beaten by real people. Do you know why that is? Because they're not practicing.
That's it. That's it.
So you're trying to basically get it so people can finally go home and play with themselves in a way that's like proper and get some solid reps in there, right?
Yeah, so they can play with themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Solid. You have an amazing mustache. It's one of the first things that people are talking about whenever they're talking Matt Gibson. How much time do you spend each morning on it?
Not a lot. It's actually a controversial thing because there's going to be a lot of kids at this, and this is a questionable mustache to have around so many young kids. But I decided it was a good. I'm glad that you agree that it was a solid move. But I spend close to no time grooming it. Just shave it, let it fly.
Yeah, that's honestly the best way to do it. Homegrown facial hair with a stick. It comes from a piece of wood. What's your favorite piece of wood to deal with?
Black ash. I don't like oak. Oak's stringy. Black ash was historically prevalent in basketry in so many different things. Snow snakes, everything. I love the smell of it. I love harvesting it. It grows in the swamp. Okay, so actually you have to cut it in the winter. It's easier to go down into the swamp and walk on the frozen swamp and cut it and then drag it out on the snow. So yeah, black ash. I'm from northern Minnesota, so that's historically what all the sticks were made out of at that time.
So, Laura, obviously people are causing damage with lacrosse balls constantly, and once you get a Waxworks in your hand, what are you going to be doing instead?
So the balls are softer than a regulation lacrosse ball, but the exact circumference and weight. So it means that it feels real in your stick, but it's when you drop it, it's not going to skitter under the bleachers. It's not going to break your mom's lamp. Might possibly break your mom's lamp if you threw the ball right at it, but because it doesn't bounce, it's much less likely to cause damage. And athletic directors love us because they often keep their lacrosse teams practicing in the parking lot, or they don't let them in at all in the cold weather and the rain because the balls scuff their beautiful hardwood floors. So our balls are gentle on hardwood floors. They don't ricochet off the crossbar or the walls or the bleachers. So we're a hit with coaches who want to practice indoors and younger players who are afraid of the ball.
Back at LaxCon once again here with the shoot and scoop. Nothing to say, but we do have Bob here. Bob, I gotta tell you, this is like one of the coolest things ever. Not only does the mesh handle all of the great shots, all of the hard shots, it's not gonna fall over and everything. It's crazy durable, but what is the best game to play with the shoot and scoop?
Well, it's interesting. We started with it to try to teach younger kids to learn how to shoot and scoop lacrosse balls, but it's evolved in so many different directions. We're now using it in the gyms to play box lacrosse. You don't need a goalie. Ball goes in, it comes out, you go live. We're using it on the field. We're playing shumash with it. We're playing pickup ball in parking lots and in the street. So it's been a ton of fun to see where it goes. And what's nice is that you can be creative about it. You can have sort of endless uses, which we like to see.
And we are live with a lower than facial feature at LaxCon Day 2. Traddy Tree is here with us. Hank, we are so excited to meet you but not see you. So is there anything you'd like to tell the people listening at home?
Hello, thank you. I've been just overwhelmed by the success of Traddy Tree. To me, it's fulfilling to be able to sell this, grow the game, take away the mystery of traditional stringing. It's really what I really came through. It really isn't for the money. It keeps me in my own string stuff and able to come down here and stuff, but I really do appreciate everything that you guys have out there in the community have done, and I look forward to even doing more. And I got some ideas. Some new stuff is coming. Just waiting to get it out there.
We're here with Waxworks. We're at LaxCon, as you guessed, and guess what? You no longer have to deal with your ball falling into the dirt. And Tom, could you please tell me why that is?
Okay, so inherently what we have here is the world's first and only hard wall rebounder. It's a very high density wall. What we're doing here is vastly different than what's on the market. Most other rebounders, they are taking the energy of a ball when you throw it, is storing that energy in the fabric, in the springs, and we're not doing that. We are taking the energy and we are storing the energy in the ball itself. The elastic properties of the ball We store it in there and it pitches it back, and we're at much higher efficiency. It's much energy conservation in this thing. So you throw a ball, you get nearly all the energy back.
We have a few prototypes out here, and one of the things that I'm actually excited about right now is this W mesh that is completely stitched up at the bottom, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so can you explain the theory behind that, or the idea?
So that kind of, what we did is we connected the channel at the bottom, and so when you string it into a head, it kind of forces a pocket to sit, a nice high pocket for a ton of ball control without having to do all these tricks, all these landing strip pockets, all the inclusion of different traditional aspects. We're just trying to make it a nice, easy mesh pocket that's pretty easy to learn and pretty easy to get a really solid, really high quality pocket with good control without too much trouble.
And you were just explaining to me this little draw pocket. Could you hold that up and tell us a little bit about it?
Sure, yeah. So we're coming out with a draw pocket this year. Basically what it is it's a lighter pocket. The cross lace is Dyneema mesh, which is extremely light. We built in a lace to the side here where the ball actually channels at the top. We moved the shooting strings up as well to help with that. So this is going to be very successful at the collegiate game for all of our college assets. We're pretty excited about this product, definitely.
Lumber, Lax, baby. That is what we're talking about today. I'm here with Kai, the creator of Lumber Lax, and let me tell you, I do not think I have met someone who is younger but more experienced in the game of lacrosse marketing and lacrosse just everything. So Kai, we're here with your signature shaft. You want to hold it up really quick? Comes with this nice little pen on it. Oh wait, does that pen say MLL? It does. You know why? Because you can get MLL signatures all over this at the games with Kai's shaft. Isn't that right, Kai?
Yes, it is. And they're really cheap too. They're only $30. So you just pick them up instead of using your like $200 gamer. You can get one of these. Got a Sharpie on it already. Lumber Lax and MLL. And it's just good for the pro sign. It's really convenient.
LaxCon Day 2, here with Robert, another satisfied fan from the entire experience. And Robert, how far did you come here?
I'm from Long Island, New York, so it's like a 5-hour drive.
Yeah. A little bit less than us, but still definitely a journey. Do you think that journey was worth it so far?
Definitely, yeah. It's great meeting all the pros and all the industry leaders in the sport.
So Robert, I can't help but notice you are looking awfully dapper today compared to the usual person here at LaxCon. Is there a specific reason why?
Dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Always dressing for success. Robert, is there a specific brand that you are loyal to or something you're always using?
I'm a big stringing guy, so definitely cool with East Coast eyes and stringing and thrown.
And I can tell you one thing, I definitely was shooting fast yesterday when I was ripping up the shots with the Grip RX. So I think one of the biggest things for me when I was using it was I'm not actually moving my hand at all when I'm holding onto this stick. It's definitely securing my hand. Is that something that you guys thought about preemptively or something that kind of came about once you made it?
Yeah, I think we thought about that beforehand when we made it. And the biggest thing that Kyle loves about the Grip is that it gives you that consistent hand placement, and every single time you take a shot, you make a pass, your hand is supported by our butt end. So
it falls in the same spot every single time.